In this video we're going to cover tax and tax rate setup. So from the main menu select Setup, and from the Setup menu select Tax Rate Setup. That brings up the tax rate setup screen indicating that you're VAT registered, your registration number and the tax rate table. If you're not tax registered, and by default when the solution is installed it will set it to tax registered. If you're not tax registered, just simply turn the switch to off and that will disable the tax rate table. If we turn it back on, that brings the tax rate table back. Here you would enter your tax rate or your tax number issued by your tax office, and we press save and go back, and we've now entered our tax number, registration number. Within the tax rate table you can see that there are three default tax rates: 0, 8.5 and 20%, and that 20% is highlighted in blue. What this denotes is that the 20% is set to the default tax rate. The default tax rate is the rate that will be used when you insert a new product. It will automatically select 20% as the default tax rate. You can change that to anything you like within product setup. It's just the value that it would pick when you by default when you insert. So we can add a new tax rate. So if we select and add 10% tax rate, and you can enter a description. Now we do recommend that you include the tax rate in the description, just makes it easier to identify. And down the right hand side of the table you'll see there are a series of buttons: add to add the tax rate, the delete button and the reload table button. So if we click add, you'll see that the 10% tax rate has been added to the tax rate table. Now the 20% tax rate is still the default tax rate. We can make another tax rate the default. If we want to set 8.5 to the default tax rate, we'd select 8.5 and you'll see that there is a star button that pops up. If we click that, that now highlights 8.5% as the default tax rate, and 20% is deactivated. If we wish to delete a tax rate, we merely select the tax rate and press the delete button. This throws a prompt asking you if you really want to delete it, which we do, and that will delete it. You can edit a tax rate. So if we select 0, you'll see that it pre-fills all the appropriate fields. So if we want to edit any part of that, we can just simply enter the details, and you'll see that what was the add button is actually now the update button. So if we click update, and that sets the appropriate information. Down at the bottom of the screen we have a switch that will set all taxable products to the default tax rate. So if we switch this to on, when you save this screen, this will use the default tax rate within the table, and any product that is allocated as taxable will be set to that tax rate. So this enables you to update in one go all the products that have been set to the default tax rate. We're not going to do that now. Up on the top right hand corner of the screen you have the back button, and this will take you back to the setup menu.